One of the channels that I like is Graham Stephan's channel, and there was a video about the video was named that I'm coming back to California. I was really curious, and I even actually put the comment. It was just a clickbait. He's not planning to come back, which makes sense to me because the Hollywood exodus is still going on. Like, lots of celebrities are moving out of state. Matt Damon, I believe, moved. Brad Pitt just sold his house. And there are several reasons why this is happening. First of all, of course, I think it's a bad policy. City of LA just passed a new law stating that every house that is worth more than $5 million, they will have to pay additional taxes when they will actually own the house or sell the house. I'm not sure about the law. Don't quote me on that. I believe it was not a good decision to make because you pretty much encourage people to move out of the LA city. The counties that are around the LA county, LA city, they will start to go up in prices, while the prices in LA will go down. But that doesn't mean that the housing will become affordable. It will be still expensive. It would just not be luxury type of housing, which is going to downgrade the economy. It's going to be downgrade overall transaction. I don't think that's a good idea to do this. But there are also several reasons why people are moving out of California. Of course, the wave of homeless guys surrounding California. So I'll tell you the interesting story. I think I have spoken about that before in my channel. I've heard this thing that people are bringing the homeless guys from different states to California because there is a program. Pretty much what happens, they go to the rehab, the government pays for the 6 months of the rehab, and this is like a pretty much a business model, never-ending cycle. They go, they use, they go back, they go use, they go back, and it's like every 6 months they go in and out. I thought it's kind of a conspiracy theory. I didn't believe in that, but then I saw it with my own eyes, and then actually I found out they made a movie based on the real events. I think it's called Body Brokers. Pretty much the situation right now is that if you're homeless, doesn't matter if you have a social security number, you can come to California from any part of the United States. You will immediately get housing, rehab housing, and this is kind of sketchy thing because it doesn't really make sense to bring drug addicts to California, have them spending 6 months in a drug rehab, and then obviously after they will move out, they will start to use so that they can come back to the drug rehab, get a free food, get a free housing. It didn't make any sense to me. That's why I didn't believe in that, but that's the case. That's how pretty much this current system works. No one does nothing about that. That's pretty much is going to increase the homeless guys numbers in the state, which is very, very concerning, and I believe the things is going to get worse. It's going to be just kind of a weird model when there are like a zombie cities like San Francisco or LA, small suburbs around them that have quote-unquote comparison to normal living. I think that will continue. So the second issue is obviously the crime. Crime went up crazy. Do I think that will get worse? Yes, I think it will get worse unless there will be a reform. So the government is trying to pass some kind of reforms to do, like, I believe I was reading, don't quote me on that, some kind of courts for the mentally ill people. But the thing is, it's not about mentally ill. Like 90% of homeless people, I want to say, I saw personally, they had drug issues. Drug issues caused homelessness. Homelessness caused mental issues. So you have to solve them one by one. First of all, I definitely think that there should be a death penalty for the drug sales. There's a quote by the president of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew. He was asked actually why there is a death penalty for the drug dealing in Singapore, and he had an amazing answer. He said that every person who sells, I'm not talking about the weed, obviously, I'm talking about the hard drugs. Every person who sells a drug, he kills a family. He's not only hurting one person. Doesn't really make a big sense. Other thing is just California is not really a business-friendly state. Although I'm having my business right here, but my plans is to move out of state business-wise, to conduct business somewhere else, because it's really hard to conduct a business here. There are lots of regulations that could just not be in a place, and that will make things much easier. Another reason is just highest taxes in the nation. I believe like a California per tax bracket is somewhere around 13%. Just by moving out of state, if you're like medium earner, you don't have to be a high income earner, you will save somewhere around 10-15 grand. So it really makes sense to move somewhere else and have your business there. If you're self-employed, or even if you're a 9-to-5 guy, you will still save on taxes. Honestly, I think all these issues could be fixed with smart and reformative policies. Instead of increasing taxes, California should reduce taxes. That will bring more business here, bring more competition. Definitely, there should be a safe border. I'm an immigrant myself, but and I'm pro-immigrant. I like immigrants coming here. It's diversity, it's power, but it doesn't mean that everybody just can jump out of the borders and come here and do whatever they want. There should be some kind of accountability. If there will be right policies implemented regarding taxes, regarding housing, regarding homelessness, how to treat those guys, I think California could get their way back. If those things would not be done, this place is just going to transform to some kind of corporate state ruled by the 4 or 5 companies like Apple, Facebook, Google, and I don't think that it will generally end well for the middle class, which is disappearing pretty much here. Yeah, I mean, you cannot afford buy like a $1-2 million house while you will be working 9 to 5 on an average salary. Even if it's somewhere around $30 an hour, $40 an hour, is still like it's very hard to do. Please comment below if you guys think that I'm wrong somewhere or you have some thoughts to share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and put the like button. Have a good one.